Welcome back to another video. We are continuing on with the Realm Reborn walkthrough. We're back here in the Waking Sands, and I decided to go back to being an Arcanist for the time being. Let's just talk to see what everyone has to say before we move on. Our organization, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, were formed through the union of two separate entities. The first was comprised of Sharlayan natives, such as myself, and was called the Circle of Knowing. The second, made up of individuals that share your rare gifts, was known as the Path of the 12. The terrible events that ushered in the Seventh Umbral Era taught us that only together may we stand against the evil that seeks to consume us. Summoning a primal is no small feat, requires a tremendous concentration of ether, which is why the beast tribes go to such lengths to obtain crystals. Once they manifest in physical form, their unquenchable thirst for ether only grows stronger. They would drink the land dry with nary a thought to the consequences. Considering their fearsome strength, it could be well within their ability to do so. It is for this reason that we must do our utmost to oppose them. 7 waning moons see 7 suns rise. Divine order rolls, fallen corpses writhe. Thus the Divine Chronicles seek to warn us once more. The meaning of these words now shines clear. They evoke the dire circumstances of this imperial age. The realm doth shudder and twist, and the dawn lieth cowering neath the stifling blanket of nights, and we abide. We await the coming of the unborn era's seed, the light which shall pierce the glowing darkness. This place is called the Waking Sands, and it's our headquarters. It used to be somewhere else, you know, but then a bunch of things happened, and we ended up here instead. Oh yeah, that was clear. While there are others who possess the echo, none are near as strong as you with the power, hence our extremely high expectations of you. How do you know if my abilities are higher? Seriously. We Scions have but one objective, to safeguard the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Long have we striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Claire. The dangers aren't great. They are, yet the risks we take are justified, given that which is at stake. Yours is no small endeavor. Small? No. Worthy? Undeniably. We labor for the good of all the realm. Well, since I can't very well go on in the game until I accept it, fine. I go whether the wild rose blooms.
I take it you will help us. Wonderful! I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells? It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popalimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there!
Welcome!
Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Yashtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. I have been expecting you. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The words of a dear friend. I am glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye, the evidence left behind implicates the Emolja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ulda.
Ever at your service, fair lady.
Well, that was a nice little introduction to them. Through this first mission, you will come to understand the nature of our struggle with the primals. The realm may appear well on its way to recovery, but reality paints a far bleaker picture. The truth is out there, Claire, and I would have you discover it for yourself. Wow. No pressure, huh? Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spat of abductions. Crimes that we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on their caravan, our friends at Amija and Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security over all their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abduction should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the facility of Camp Drybone, so that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us his full cooperation. So we'll just head out there and see what he has to say. Oh, it's raining. I don't want to go on the mission in the rain. Alright, here we go. That's much better. I'm Miss Bard, here to search for the missing folk, I take it. Minfilia sent word about an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amaja. Seems we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely returned. Okay, next quest, Unsolved Mystery. Isambard of Camp Drybone is seeking help to solve the mystery of missing persons. Let's get right to it then. Minfilia names the Amaja culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by the Amaja's hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been those brutal murders of callers of the Church of Saint Adama Landama, innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amaja still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amaja seek in this area. Alright, let's go find them. So, I know that some people out there would probably be wondering why we would be giving such an important mission right now when we first joined up with the Scions. I'm guessing not only are they short on hands, I guess they felt that this is probably, like, minor compared to some of the normal stuff that they could get up with. So it's like, mostly investigation work, really. Alright, so that's 3 Amaja dead and 3 corpses that are ripe for the taking. Pun not intended. Alright, then we'll just head back. So, yeah, I'm guessing that's kind of what they were thinking. It's like, well, we don't want to throw her straight off to the primals right away. We'll just give her a quick introduction and then we'll see where it goes from there. I'm guessing that's kind of what they were thinking of. Yeah, but of course, in any Final Fantasy game, it's never that easy. It's good to see you returned. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? This poor soul appears to have been ravaged by an Amaja before sitting to rot for several turns of the sun. Man. The bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls may find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, what of the Amaja? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Ah, so there were Amaja remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the low-born disappearing is all but confirmed. I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amaja raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The totals are too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day. And even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicated in these vanishings? That's a good question. Alright, so the next quest is called What Poor People Think. Isambard aims to turn his investigation to common folk. What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? It may be among them that we find the reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungas who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's still at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak with you. Well, look who it is. Ugh! Well, gods be damned. You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Udal. What in the seven hells you want with me now? Dear friend. Ugh. Missing people, please help. Yours, Isambard. Folk around here as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Braid them all for fools and coax some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before, what with all the disappearances. And go and talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. It's kind of fun talking like a drunk person once in a while. I think I did it justice. Please, miss, just leave me be. I have nothing to say but this. Thou take who or whatever's been feeding off us low folk. What do you want from me? I don't know anything. I swear, please, don't kill me. They are a timid bunch, aren't they? As I told you, wasn't it? A lot of them's terrified. They've been talk of folk getting abducted. If you ask me, they're simply up and moved up to a better place. This place ain't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, well, you can't really blame them for that. If I had to choose, I would gladly head over to the Costa del Sol over this. I hate the desert. Welcome back, Claire. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose it should have been expected as much from August. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. Okay, a proper burial. Isambard would like you to learn what you can from the clergy. If we would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to ask than the church of Saint Anima Lanima. It is a small and humble church found in the northwest of here. And so long as you're headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? Really? In morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marquis. He tends the graves in the lynch yard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. Or that he just doesn't want to carry around a dead body. I am Marquis, yes. A body? Oh, of course. There has been so many bodies of late. I apologize, miss. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. And where is it? Yeah, it's up this way. A dead body ready for intimate. Huh. Well, that was fast. I'm guessing this is like a VIP suite for the dead. May they all walk in Thal's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Arsen can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me, you'll find Sister Arsen within the church walls. I hear you have done us the service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when you next see him. You would seek the knowledge of missing Drybone inhabitants? It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the Order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything permanent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only hope Marquis would be more helpful in this matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep indeed. He seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have word with Marquis, and soon. Huh, I wonder why. Thank you, Claire. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Claire? A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I too spoke with Ungust, more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to his notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take these piteous unawares than she who takes confession, the good sister Aursen herself? Aursen? She wouldn't. She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye to this rose. Still, the lynch-keeper Marquis. I swear to the 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before. Alright, so now we have to go and spy on a church member now. Like we don't have better things to do with our time. Really, Thancred? Alright, so the next quest is called For the Children. Isambard is concerned about the questions surrounding Sister Arsen's integrity. Sister Aursen? Cannot be. Though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children, but no, it could not be that she... Could it? I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Claire, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Aursen's activities. On one hand, I understand Thancred's logic, I suppose. On the other, he really shouldn't go around accusing her without any hard-earned evidence. I mean, is it really that suspicious that somebody who works in a church would want to spend a lot of time around people, especially with kids? I mean, I just don't find that very believable, Thancred. I think you're just pulling at straws here, just purposely making things difficult. But let's go on ahead and take care of this whole thing. Oh, it's annoying these fates sometimes. At least with the music. Uncombed urchin. Please help! Sister Orson went out all on her own and hasn't come back! She always reads to me right here, about Thanalan, the Order, and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing, and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her! Oh yeah, your shiny thing. Yeah, that's not vague at all. Alright, so you're safe. Now, why did you come all the way out here, I wonder? You were the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child. Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given to him by his mother before she passed. I'll see safely back to him. Oh yeah, that seems like a terrible person. Honestly, Thancred, you're supposed to be smarter than that. Sister Orson was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar? Gods forfend! I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans, and risking her own well-being in the doings, no less? Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Nope! Maja, wrong places. Isambard seems to have a message for you from Thancred. I'm well glad I reserved that inn room for Sister Orson. It seems that she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left a word that he will be waiting at the Amaja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. You know what? I think that Thancred was just giving us something to do so that he could look into that. I mean, it really wouldn't surprise me if it was just done to kind of keep us entertained while he figured out where to go from there. That's kind of the impression I'm getting from him. Oh, what a beautiful day out here. Almost makes one forget that something bad's going to happen soon. Just like in any other game. Ah, there you are, Claire. Good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about good Sister Orson. Isabard said her wounds were serious. It seemed my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. Bit false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Orson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amaja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let's just say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Claire. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Really? Come on, you're leaving this to us? You're the expert here in espionage! I have no idea how his mind works. I really don't. Queer leaflet. Man, who knew these Scions were so lazy? Well, did anything tickle your fancy? A strange slip of parchment found at the Amaja's encampment in eastern Thanalan. This leaflet. See the wealth of Nald into the hands of your children. Looks like some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Thal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe that one among the Order penned this. Pray take this to the end at Camp Drybone, and let's see what Sister Orson makes of it. Yeah, I'm too lazy to walk back. It's just one of those days, right? Which room is it? This one. My savior comes again. To what do I owe the honor this day? Yeah, you think you can read this for us? What is this? Blasphemous! These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the Order. Of that, I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago this church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the Order to deceive the people? Alright, and what am I doing? I don't know why I left without talking to Thancred. I guess I'm just that annoyed with him right now. Okay, Thancred. The plot thickens, Claire. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. Posing as a priest? To think... These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Claire. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever. Alright, so... yeah, I'll grab that. Okay, dress to deceive. Isambard wants to help you identify and apprehend the false priests. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them, but unless we can identify the culprit, and soon, more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Claire and me serve like with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare to hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Claire, so as to try to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. Yeah, so we'll just get changed right out here in the middle of where everyone can see us. Okay, well... Alright, that should do it. Hey, if you're going to roleplay, you might as well at least attempt to look the part. I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us, and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. Yeah, I know. Go straight over to them. Okay. Ooh, a flame captain. Excuse me, sir. And you are? Another refugee, by the looks of you. You mortar flames have neither work nor coin for your like. Be gone, and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. Well, that was rude of him. I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. Oh, come on. You guys have seen me around here, I'm sure. I preach the teachings of Azima, the warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azima is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt walk for naught till the end of days. Well, at least he wasn't rude. Did kind of brush us off, though. Who's next? Greetings, good madam. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm sorry. Our wares are very expensive. Maybe you should rejoin your fellows out in the pond north of Sandgate. Jeez, these guys are terrible. I thought Udal was bad. Come on, lady. Let's see if you can redeem them. What is it? God, not again. Look, being poor doesn't get you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you go keep with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? Nope. No redeemable qualities whatsoever. Oh well. Let's go on. You have quite a knack for being a nuisance, Claire. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we are unable to attract our wayward trespasser, you were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of all the authorities do not reach that place. Rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. Alright, so we head on straight out there, and then we'll see what they have to show us. it looks like it's starting to get dark. Oh no. It's starting to rain. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it just makes the whole environment kind of feel even more woebegone, I guess. How did you get out here so fast? Fine day for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I guess. You didn't really do much to change yourself. You look absolutely smashing, Claire. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left, then, is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor, unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Oracle of Nalthal, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. Tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god's-awful mummer, Ungust. What? How did you know? You bastards tricked me! Really wasn't that hard. Please, don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amaja raids began. They would appear sudden as if a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew, so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amaja in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands, outrageous ones. Demands? What kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for the crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people. So I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amaja. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence? You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak! The was good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not see even a fraction of what the Amaja pay me. You sacrifice innocence so that you could line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves, or the gods. Ah! Not you again! Were you the one leaking the Immortal Flame's patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out! No! I know nothing about that, I swear it! At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth, but no matter. There'll be time enough to learn the truth. Claire, be a dear and take word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. I'm more surprised that Ungust did not recognize us right away. I mean, how stupid or drunk was he? I mean, I don't know how well he could possibly know Thancred, but, I mean, Thancred spends a lot of time around here in Thanalan, so I'm guessing he must have at least heard of the guy. And I really don't think that he would be forgetting Claire anytime soon, since she was the one who basically humiliated him in front of everyone in Udall, so... Yeah, I think that maybe he was just drunk or something, or maybe he couldn't see anything with that stupid hood. Anyway, let's head out. Yep, so we'll just take the quick way back to Vesper Bay, and since this video feels a little bit on the long side, I think we'll cut it there after we talk to Minfilia. And let's hurry up and change back. Yeah, I think she looks good in blue. Alright, here we are, back in Vesper Bay. Claire, how goes it? Oh, well, here. At least on the bookkeeping front, anyway. Oh, she's a sweetheart. How can we not love Tataru? Alright, we're back. I know you missed us. You know, we could have just talked to her over the link pearl, couldn't we? Would that really been so hard? Welcome back, Claire. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see. You've done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for your report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abductees were taken, and none but the Almaja know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with this information. If your blood will be spilled before all is said and done. Alright, so I think we'll take that piece. Yep, okay, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you all enjoyed it and you'll be looking forward to what's going to be coming up for us soon. So until then, everyone, take care and have a good rest of your day.